Some mornings wake up like a small stomach and a long road. You look at the day and quietly count what you have left: energy, money, patience, time, and somehow the list feels shorter than your needs. That is a heavy feeling. It makes even good people go still. That was the kind of day the crowd knew too. Too many mouths, too much need, and not enough in anyone's pocket. People have followed Jesus out of the hillside, hungry for healing, hungry for hope, hungry for a word that could steady the heart. Hunger always makes a crowd honest. The disciples looked at the crowd and did the sensible math. Feed them here with this little? Even their voices seemed to say, be serious. Sometimes the sensible voice is not wicked, it is just tired. It sees the problem clearly, but it forgets to see the hands that can bless the problem. And then came the small one, a child, not important by crowd standards, not loud, not carrying a plan, just carrying lunch. Five small loaves and two fish, wrapped like a plain little secret. The meal was so modest, it could have hidden inside a laugh. But the boy did not know it was laughing at the future. A few grown voices might have smiled kindly, a few might have thought, that will barely touch one child. Never mind a hillside full of people. That is how shame talks. It measures the gift people love has even touched it. And shame always says the same thing: keep it hidden. It is not enough to matter. But the boy did the brave little thing. He stopped hitting it. He placed the basket into open hand, and that is where many miracles begin. Not when the gift is big, not when the crowd is small, but when someone says, here, this is what I have. It may be plain, but it is mine to give. Jesus took the small meal and gave thanks. That simple act changed the room. The bread was still bread, the fish was still fish, but gratitude sat down beside it, and heaven was invited to dinner. There are moments when blessings does not shout. It simply rests on ordinary things until they begin to carry more than they should. Then the quite impossible happened. People sat, people ate, children got full, old men leaned back with surprise on their faces, mothers shared with neighbors. No one was left staring at an empty hand. The hillside that had looked too large for one little basket became a place of fullness. Love has a way of making room. And when everyone had eaten, there was still more. Not just enough, but more. That is the kind of mercy that makes a person blink twice. The leftover stood like a quiet witness. The gift was never too small for God to notice. It was only too small for fear to understand. The crowd may have remembered the miracle, but the child may have learned something deeper. Your small thing is not worthless just because it is small. A loaf in hidden feeds no one. A gift in the dark helps no one. But the humble offering laid open can become a table for many. That is still true today. Maybe your small thing is a little time, a kind message, a simple skill, a prayer whispered under your breath, or the last bit of patience you did not think could help anyone. Do not mock it. Do not hide it. Put it forward with trust. Love knows what to do with small things. Some blessings stay trapped because their owners are embarrassed by their size. But heaven does not laugh at small offerings. Heaven receives them. And when love carries the thing can travel further than pride ever could. Sometimes the miracle is not having more, it is in daring to share what is already in your hand. So, remember this: Little offerings become enough when love carries them. A small basket in honest hands can feed a crowd of need. Do not wait to be impressive before you become useful. Bring what you have and let kindness do the multiplying.